Hey everybody, welcome to Statistics 1 for summer 2019. I'm Professor Reed, and I just wanted to put together a quick video to show you our Blackboard page and to talk to you a little bit about what you should do to get started in the course. So, while you can access Blackboard pages through the My College website at SUNY Broome, I just like to go to the site Broome, broome.open.suny.edu. That way we get right into our course through a SUNY system instead of a SUNY Broome system. So you have to type in your SUNY Broome credentials, and I've got a bunch of courses over here to pick from. You guys should have fewer than this, and it should say Math 124, Statistics 1. So this is our home page. Now you'll notice, you might not be able to see it too clearly here. You should be looking at my computer screen. You see I have this little image of myself as my Blackboard avatar. By the end of the first week, for people that have added an avatar, I throw an extra point or two on their discussion grade for week 1, just because a lot of people prefer to kind of have a picture of a person that they're talking to, and in the discussions we'll be talking to each other. Mostly you. I tend to not jump in until the end of the week. So anyway, to do that, up here on the upper right, there's a little drop-down menu, and you can choose settings, and then personal information, and then personalize my settings, which lets you attach a picture of yourself for the Blackboard avatar. Alright, and again, when you sign in, make sure you click into the right course. So I just want to get the name of this one more time because I already forgot what I called it. I think I called it Statistics 1, Math 124. Somewhere it'll be here. Yes, Math 124, Statistics 1. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is in our page, under this content area called Course Information and Docs, is the syllabus. So please open the syllabus, read through it, make sure you understand the grading policies, make sure you understand, due dates. For example, I have something called a safety net policy, which might apply to a couple people. Sometimes files are slow to open in Blackboard. When you click on it, it'll download, and then you can click again to open it up. There's also this little guy here that says, hey, if your download, if something's wrong, your download didn't start, you can click there. This will open up in just a minute. My computer's very slow today. The campus is having something going on today where everything is super slow. So anyway, there's about 3 pages worth of information. Please read through this carefully. The first assignment that you have, which will actually unlock most of the things on our Blackboard page, a lot of what I'm going to show you here you can't see yet. Down here at the bottom where it says assignments on this content area page, we're going to end up with 4 assignments for the class. Right now 3 of them are posted for me. Only 1 will show up for you when I open the class this weekend. And that's the syllabus review and prerequisite check. So the prerequisite for our class is Math 093, that you've passed that here at Broome, or passed Math 092, or passed Math 096. However, a lot of students don't have any of those classes in their background. You can also place into Math 124 by our placement exam. And a lot of students end up placing into Math 124 by way of the high school or other college math classes they've taken. So in these assignments, there's typically a document or several documents that you can open right from this page, or you can click on it to go into that actual assignment information and Dropbox page. That same document will be available to open there. It also gives you the due date and how many points it's worth. So this prerequisite check and syllabus review is the first 10 points of your class. So I've asked you a handful of questions about the syllabus, and then that first one, how do you meet the prerequisite? For example, I've passed Math 093, I took the placement exam and placed into it, or here are the math classes I remember at this high school or this college or whatever. So typically what you'll do is, type your answers in for these guys, and then you'll save your document. When you save it, I'd like you to save it as a Word document, a Microsoft Word document, or as a PDF file. Alright, so save it to your computer, and if your name is John Williams, save it as something like John Williams Syllabus Review Assignment, or just use the last name if you want, Williams Syllabus Review Assignment. Not only is that a little bit more helpful for me, but it's also going to be beneficial to you, because when you go to actually submit your assignment, what you do is in this Dropbox or this assignment submission area, click on Browse My Computer, find the file, and you attach it. Sometimes I've had students attach the wrong file because the name looked close enough to something, so that's not good. So you attach your file. Once it's attached, just click Submit. I'm going to be out of town the rest of this week and over the weekend, getting back in the area late Sunday night or early Monday morning. So if I have time over the weekend while I'm traveling, I'll try to get a couple of the early submissions graded. However, I plan to grade those prerequisite checks and syllabus reviews on Monday. Another area that's important for you guys are the weekly folders. Alright, so if you click on weekly folders, I have the 5 weekly folders set up. You guys will only see the first week's folder. So in the first week's folder, I have a detailed description of what you should be doing and what's due. Then I have links to the material for that particular week. Good thing I checked in this one. It looks like I have to add the Chapter 1 narrated PowerPoint slides in here. And then I link to things due that week. So right now there's a link to the syllabus review and prerequisite assignment. There's a link to the week 1 discussion. And when I get my Stat Lab assignment finalized, there will be a link to my Stat Lab. I'm not going to talk about my Stat Lab too much because there's a separate video in the course info and docs area where I show you how to use my Stat Lab. And once your prerequisite check and syllabus review is graded, there will be a document that gives you the directions for registering for our My Stat Lab course. You do not need to buy a book for this class. You just register for My Stat Lab. It costs about $105 or so through Pearson. Our bookstore will mark it up a little bit from there. And with that, you get access to the electronic textbook, which has everything you need. Alright, so the weekly folders, you'll be going through those each week. And by the way, 2 of the assignments, the Minitab assignment and the course review assignment, they cover material spread out throughout the course. So even though those things are due in the last week, the last couple days actually, please don't save those assignments for the end. Each week I'd like you to be working on them and kind of checking off certain problems as we cover the material. I disable my course messages. I do not like doing course messages through Blackboard. Please, if you need to reach me quickly, email me. My email address is on the syllabus, reid, R-E-I-D, tj@sunybroom.edu. I check that a whole bunch. My contact info, office phone numbers and office door numbers also on the course policy. Alright, discussions. Each week we'll have discussions to participate in. Right, so in week 1, I'm asking you to do 3 different things. Talk a little bit about sampling and bias, find a graph online, post it, analyze it, and post introductions about yourself. Read the instructions kind of carefully. For example, if you click on this finding a graph one, I tell you what information you need to have. And you can simply just click on reply. You don't need to start your own thread or anything. You can just make your post by replying to mine. The expectation to get full credit on the discussions, you need to be posting in the discussion board several times during the week. It can't just be sign in once on Thursday morning and do all your posts there, because the expectation is that you post an initial response to the topic, question, or prompt that I have, and that you come back and kind of monitor your post to see if students have asked you questions or interacted with you. You're expected to reply to all of those students, and I'd like you to post questions or maybe analyze or go more in depth on several of your classmates' posts. Since we don't meet and don't have a lecture where we can talk to each other, this kind of supplements it. So each week you get 10 points for the discussion grade. Getting 5 perfect 10 out of 10s is kind of a nice buffer and a nice way to build towards a good grade. Oh, another way to kind of build towards a good grade in those weekly folders, Chapter 1 doesn't have one, but the other chapters, when you go into the material, the other chapters typically have a PowerPoint that's narrated, so make sure your volume's up when you watch it, and then a template. So this thing that says examples to fill in while watching the Chapter 2 video, I might go back and rename that just, Chapter 2 template. And then there will be a YouTube video that I've made where I actually do those problems and fill in the template. I'd like you to print the template out and fill it in while you're watching the YouTube video. Bring all those templates to the final exam. It's going to be a 25-point grade. So if each week you're just watching the YouTube videos and doing the templates, that's going to be another 25 out of 25 grade for you. I believe that's really it that I wanted to show you. Like I said, the My Stat Lab, there's a separate video that talks about that a little bit. And in the course information and docs later today, I'm going to be posting something in here called Getting Started document. That'll give you more of the same information, but it'll also talk about a website called apps.sunybroom.edu. When you sign into it, there will be this little font down here that says Use Light version, so click on that. You got to sign yourself in with your SUNY Broom credentials. Again, everything is super slow on campus. Assuming it'll open today. There we go. What this gives you access to is all of the different software that the college has a license to. So I can use Minitab 17 at an off-campus computer by going through apps. It is sort of difficult if you want to do that Minitab assignment through apps. I outline this in the Getting Started docs, but what you would do is sign into this apps.sunybroom.edu, then open one of the web browsers from apps. In a home computer, it should take about 15 seconds. Here, it'll probably take about 10 minutes. And then from this web browser, you would go into broom.open.suny.edu, go into Blackboard, and then you could open the Minitab documents in Blackboard. I'm going to leave because I don't want it to spin for 10 minutes. But anyway, I talk about this a little bit in the Getting Started docs. Well, I didn't want to overwhelm you with too much stuff. I just wanted to show you some things on Blackboard, and one of the files that'll kind of open once your prerequisite check and syllabus review is graded is a Minitab introduction that you can watch sometime as we get rolling into some Minitab stuff. You can watch sometime to help get a little bit familiar with it. By the way, Minitab offers a 30-day free trial. So if you wait towards the end of the first week and go ahead and just search in Google Minitab, I think the website is actually just minitab.com, you could put a 30-day free trial on your computer that if you signed up at the end of the first week, it would take you through the end of the semester. Alright, so enjoy your time until the class starts, and I'm looking forward to quote-unquote meeting you all next week.